Hello neighbors, Thomas Desjardins here with Remax Hallmark with your February 2023 Ottawa real estate market update. I've been doing these updates for a while now in blog form on my website, but this is my very first video version. If you're looking for the full thing, which has got a lot more detail, historical trends, and analysis, then you can find that on my website at www.thomasdesjardins.ca. I'll leave a link in the video description below. In this video, I'm going to cover all the data that we saw last month, including average sale prices, volume, and that kind of thing. You stick around to the very end, then I'll give you some tips. If you're looking to buy or sell in the not so distant future, then you'll find that really useful. So first off, February was a weird month. It was extremely slow, which is something we're kind of getting used to these days. December, January, and February have actually all been record lows in the last decade for sales volume. To put that in context, we sold 802 units last month, which is about half as much as we sold this time last year. And sure, last year was kind of weird. We don't usually see that much volume in February, but we're still 33% below the 5-year rolling average with the amount of volume that we saw last month. Despite the lack of movement though, we're actually starting to see prices come back up again. Last month was the second month in a row that we saw positive month-over-month price trends. We saw a 3.5% increase in prices from January to February, and in January we actually saw a 1% increase over December. Bidding wars also seem to be returning to some extent, but mostly just for properties that are obviously priced well, which is really important in this marketplace, and also are really attractive in good neighborhoods. Time to sell also fell by about 11%. This is the first time since the market started cooling that we've seen back-to-back months where days on market have actually dropped. So while it's a little too early to say, that the real estate market is getting hot, it's something that you certainly will want to be keeping an eye on as you roll into the busier spring season. Despite signs that our market is warming up a little bit, we're still quite a ways off where we were last year. Prices are still down by about 15% relative to February of 2022, but as the year progresses, we expect that to change. As promised, I did say I'd leave you with some tips if you're looking to buy or sell in the not so distant future. So starting with sellers, this is not a bad time to sell your house. While the market's obviously down since last year, if you look back even just to 2020, we're still up 20% over the average prices for that year. So you can feel pretty good about your investment if you sell these days. Secondly, it's really important that you take price very seriously. In this market, one of the worst things that you can do is overprice your listing. If your house sits on market for too long, then it starts to look stale pretty quickly, and buyers might either be turned off or think that they can negotiate a lot harder. If you're looking for a step-by-step guide on how to maximize the sale price of your house in a shifting market, I actually just wrote a blog about it, and you can check that out on my website. If you're looking to buy, it's a really important time right now to be keeping a very careful eye on the marketplace. Things are changing pretty quickly, and prices are headed back up. Whether or not that's going to continue is a little uncertain right now, but if you're thinking that affordability is going to change in the near term, you're probably going to be disappointed, unfortunately. We're really constrained by supply right now, and we have kind of an unresolvable supply issue in our province. So despite the fact that prices have come down recently, that's mostly owing to interest rates. So it's likely that the only way that prices go down is if interest rates go up, which more or less cancels out the benefit of having lower purchase prices. So that's it for this market update. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions about the marketplace or you just want to chat real estate, I'm here for you. Drop me a line. I'd love to connect.